Guess who just filmed the whole video, but didn't turn on the camera? Hi friends, strangers, internet. My name is EmilyHanhan. I love colorful makeup and colorful language. And I felt like ranting for just a little bit today. Let's rant about 5 mid-range to luxury products whose packaging is just not living up to the hype. These are all products that I enjoy or love or adore. And the packaging for all of them is just missing the mark. So if you've been here before, you probably know that I am more of a indie makeup kind of person. And I love my indie makeup. But there are things in the mid-range and luxury makeup market that call to me. And so when I'm able to, I dip my toe in that world. And I find it can be very enjoyable. But sometimes it can also be not enjoyable or frustrating when a price point and a product and packaging don't all mesh together. They don't all make sense in the long run. Now, I've definitely ranted about like the Charlotte Tilbury Spotlight Beauty Wand. That's a perfect example of that kind of situation where it's like, this performs nicely. It's very pretty. But the packaging is not great and the price point is high for what I think it should be based on everything. We're not going to talk about that again because I have beaten that horse dead. But I have 5 things and let's jump in. But also if you're new here, if you like colorful makeup, bitches with lots of opinions, or cute fat babes in general, please subscribe and check out the description box for other ways to support me. It's always appreciated. Now, let's talk about the newest thing in this collection, and this is more in the mid-range world, but the Rose Ink Concealer. I got this at the tail end of November, and I have raved about this. But the longer I've had it, the less enjoyment I have received from this packaging because the concealer just gets all over the outside, not the outside, but this outside part, and it's all in the lid, and it's just kind of messy. And I know I flew with this, and sometimes pressure and all of that can make a difference. But I forgot who I heard, but I remember somebody mentioning how theirs kind of exploded on them as well, their Rose Ink Concealer. And so as nice as this packaging is, glass with I like that it's square so it doesn't roll away. It's lovely. This is a very dewy, creamy concealer. The longer I've had it, because the packaging is not just perfection, it's also kind of helped me see some deeper feelings I have about this. I still enjoy this concealer, but I'm not going to now say oh, it's my number 1 concealer at Sephora. It's nice, but I do find that sometimes that when you fall out of love with one part of a product, sometimes it helps you see the flaws or imperfections in the rest of it. Is it just me? Anybody else feel that way? So yeah, I feel like the packaging needs to get worked on because it's kind of gross. Now, a whole little selection of products that I adore, and they're still my top favorite in this category. It's the Cover FX blushes, the monochromatic blush duos, the bar of soap blushes, if you will. I have 4 of them, 3 in their original packaging. I don't like this curved top kind of packaging. I actually find that the shape and the feel and the material makes this easier for me to drop, easier for me to have slip and falls with, which I have done that. The reason why one of these is not out here for you is because it is in different packaging. I had to repan it, and another one of these that I was just looking for is broken. Is broken. I tested my luck just one too many times with that. Cool, great. So I want to love these more. I love their formulas, but I don't love the packaging, and I find the packaging to make it a little bit of a struggle for me to always enjoy them. They're just not an aesthetic that I like. And like, do you see how dirty they, like, just since the moment they came home, like they just get dirty and stay looking dirty. And like, I would rather have completely mirrored packaging than this off-white plastic situation. I just, it looks gross. I don't find it to be more functional in any capacity. And I wish, even for me, I wish they were magnetized compact so I could just take the blushes out and store them elsewhere. Like, I would be cool with that, but they're not. A third product, the next product, also has that like domed lid thing, and I just don't like that. And it's Hourglass. I mean, from the moment I saw Hourglass, I was like this is not my aesthetic. It's not my vibe or whatever. But then like actually getting products, like they're priced in a luxury realm. They don't feel it. These aren't weighted in any way. Like somehow the 3 highlighters feels lighter than this one powder. I don't love the curved lid. Nothing about this really feels special to me. I mean, it feels special in that like it's unique, but not everything has to be unique in my opinion. I never understood the hype with the packaging for this brand. Like, are these nice products? Sure, yeah. I'm not buying from them anymore, but I'll try to use up what I have. But they don't feel luxurious, and there's just something about the geometric shape. I don't enjoy it. I don't know. Like, I don't like it. Here's another product that I do quite enjoy, but I yet again just felt like it's not bad packaging. It just feels chintzy. And that is the Dior Backstage Glow Face Palette. This is in the rose gold colorway, but there are 2 colorways that are available still in their line. This color is discontinued. But it just feels cheap. It's very lightweight. It's plastic. There's no mirror, like, obviously. Just nothing about this like draws me in. I guess I like that I can see the products. I like that it doesn't have a bubble lid. It is easy to open, it's easy to close, but I think with this I especially miss having a mirror, because like it's highlighter, it's face products. Like, I have this inherent desire to sit here and hold it, and then I'm like, there's nothing. There's nothing there. So because it also feels very lightweight and it doesn't feel as luxurious, I just like, I don't know. I know that the Backstage line is like, I guess, supposed to be for more backstage behind the scenes and fashion shows, working makeup artists. So a more streamlined packaging option does make sense, but it's just not my ideal favorite. Like the formula makes me feel luxurious and wonderful, but I kind of want the packaging to match that energy so that it like I'm embodied from like hand to face. I'm just being dramatic, but I mean, that's why you're here, isn't it? So the last product up, I kind of knew what I was getting into when I made this purchase. I kind of knew how I might feel some resentment about it, but things happened and it came home with me, and that is the Natasha Denona Gold Palette. Now, besides the fact that the foster kittens that I had at the time, but used this as a chew toy, besides that fact, which that is all on me, I just hate this foam packaging. I don't understand how this is supposed to be $125 or $129 luxurious. This is luxury. This is luxury. Like there was a plastic sheet that would just stick out that had the names on it, and now so I have no names. This is luxury. It feels like school, like project materials, like the texture of the. Oh, I don't like it. There's just like layers and layers and layers of like reasons why I don't enjoy this packaging, and I think it's a shame that this is what super expensive eyeshadow palettes get released in. Like, is it just me? I know that plastic isn't like the most luxurious material, but I would take her plastic packaging over this every single time. I don't understand. Like, this feels like small rate indie brand packaging. And I love indies, so it's no hate towards them, but like, I don't get how, I still don't get how a brand as pricey as Natasha Denona could get to the fame and like hype that the brand did with this packaging. I know part of probably a lot of this feeling comes with like some level of regret, a lot of regret of like letting 4 to 5 shades in a 12-pan palette draw me in enough to spend $100 on it. I know that's where some of my resentment lands. But also, it doesn't feel luxurious using this. It doesn't feel luxurious in any way, shape, or form. So it's not even like I feel inspired to pick it up in that way. Like, I should just go ahead and put these in my single eyeshadows and see if I use them more there, because this packaging does nothing to encourage me to pick up this palette. And I don't think I realized how strong my feelings were about So, yeah, that was 5 products where the packaging kind of ruins it for me. Not completely ruined, but it does a good job at deterring me from wanting to pick up the products. I would love to hear about a product whose packaging ruins it for you as well. It doesn't have to be luxury or mid-range. It can be whatever price point, but I would love to hear from you, because I think I'm just realizing more and more, like, I can be a single eyeshadow lover. I can be a no packaging person. But when it comes to these like mid to high end makeup brands, really with a lot of makeup brands, the packaging is important to me. And learning that about myself and understanding that definitely helps me like tailor in my purchases a little smarter. So I would love to hear from you, or if you have luxury or high-end packaging that totally like is perfection and the products inside match it, you can also rave to me, because I think I said this. I am definitely open to dipping my toe in more luxury stuff when I have the money to spend. But it's got to be a full package for me. It's just got to be a full package for me. And now that all of my lighting has changed and I have been sitting here for far too long, not filming when I thought I was filming and all of that good stuff, we're going to wrap it up here. And just a gentle reminder, if you have not subscribed yet, I would love for you to join the Hanhan fam and check out my Patreon and YouTube membership and other things linked in the description box. But most importantly, don't forget to take care of yourself better today than you did yesterday, because you are worth it. Bye, friends.